Hey guys, what is up? It's Cal and Sal. Thanks so much.
Hey everybody.
Hey, we got Sal here too. We're bathing in the sun out here in California at my pad. Thanks so much, Sal, for stopping by. I know you have a busy schedule. So
Once again, just glad to be back here in California.
yeah, thank you so much for the support last week, you guys. We're still going on with this series for now, but these are dark days at Cal and Sal's Blazing 5. Right now, I think, what are we? We're 3-5-2, so we're 2 games under 500. We had
comeback week.
We had 2 just back-breaking pushes last week. If you guys were following, the Kyler Murray Hail Mary to send it to a push, and then Nick Chubb running out of bounds at the one when they had the game to secure the win, but would have hit the spread for us. Turned that into a push as well. So we had some heartbreaks. If you guys bet those, you guys feel us. But we got some great picks this week. I think everything we said last week pretty much came true. It's just, that's the way those lines go sometimes. The boys in Vegas set those tough lines. Sometimes you get a push even if you guess everything right.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Cam Newton won the game with 114 yards passing. We said he'd do terrible. He did. Lamar did worse. We knew that was possible. And the +7 was a pretty big spread on that Ravens bet. We knew it was a little dangerous. We did warn about that one, but Baker somehow outplayed Watson. I didn't really expect that, but we did expect the running game to be huge in that Browns game, which it was. But as far as this week, let's get on to the Blazing 5. We're going to start off with, we got our Thursday night game this week, Arizona and Seattle. Sal, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Well, we're just looking forward to this game. It's kind of the tale of 2 quarterbacks. You got one on the upswing and one seems to be on a downswing.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I watched that game last Sunday, and of course, the one week we picked Russell, he just terrorized us.
Yeah, I've always been high on Russ.
DK Metcalf's open against 5'9" DBs the whole night long. He threw to him twice.
Right?
He's wide open in the end zone every play. And Russell, I don't know if it's because he's short, or he can't see downfield, or if his arm is kind of fatigued after halfway through the season, but he can't make those deep passes right now. And Kyler Murray just is basically Russell Wilson on steroids. It looks like,
Yeah, so
I can't see if Russell continues playing at the level he's at. He's a homeless man's Kyler Murray, and he's going to fall out of my top 10 QBs the way he's playing. I mean,
hopefully he turns it around, but just not tonight because we're going to lean with the Cardinals tonight.
I don't usually say this, but last week Russell Wilson was the worst quarterback performance I've seen in the NFL this season, and there's some bad QBs that have played, but that was actually the worst per talent on his team that I've seen a QB play this season, and it was horrifying. As we bet on the Seahawks to win that game that they should have won easily.
Yeah.
But Russell was unbelievably bad, and he's been bad for a couple weeks now, so I don't know. Obvious, we're taking the +3 points with Arizona as the underdog tonight. But on to the next one, we got Cleveland and Philadelphia. Cleveland's been good to us. They should have covered last week, had Chubb.
Yeah, we had Chubby back.
Yeah, if Chubb had rewarded the shareholders, they would have covered last week, but instead they pushed.
Would have.
But right now you got Cleveland at a -3 over Philadelphia. I think the difference should be higher. Wentz has been inconsistent all season. They got 3 receivers that just came out today that I think are on the COVID watch list, so they may not even be playing. Pretty hard to go against Cleveland here. You got Chubb back. He looked awesome last week. Baker managing the games well. Their defense is decent, and Philadelphia hasn't shown me anything all season to say that they're only a 3-point dog in this game.
I love that North Dakota kid, Carson Wentz, but he has also been very shaky this season for whatever reason. Not a lot of protection.
To be honest,
not a lot of protection for him.
Ever since the injury, I don't think he's quite returned to his MVP form. I just don't think he's the same guy anymore. Yeah. And until I see otherwise, I'm betting against Philadelphia.
Okay.
So we're going Cleveland there. And then the next one we're going to do is Green Bay, Indianapolis. We love what Aaron Rodgers has been doing this season.
We sure do.
They're a 1.5 underdog, so that's
no respect for Aaron.
That's disrespectful, frankly. But secondly, it's always a good opportunity to bet Packers when you get them as an underdog because it's so rare.
He loves. I think I saw that Rodgers is 5-1 as an underdog.
He is. So if that continues, we're going to be sitting pretty, looking at 5-0.
If there's one thing you don't want to do to Aaron Rodgers, just like when the Packers, the best thing they ever did was draft their first round draft choice, Jordan Love. Is that sure lit a fire under Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron has been on an absolute mission this season.
He's been on fire. So I'm looking for a big Packer They did not play well against the Jaguars last week. I've always said, I follow the Packers, so I know when they play warm weather teams, they tend to have a drop off. But I'm thinking you put Aaron in the dome in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Watch for some fireworks.
That's what we're seeing here. And we like that Indianapolis team, great defense, but
we do.
I don't think Phillip Rivers can hang with Aaron Rodgers, especially in a dome. Aaron, his pinpoint accuracy without any wind, it's going to be just tearing that defense apart. So on to, we always got to throw in our classic Tampa Bay bet because they've been rewarding us all season.
That's right.
With the exception of a couple Saints games. But Tampa Bay at -3 over the Rams. That's the Monday night game. We love Tom Brady. He never disappoints with the exception of the Saints somehow. They seem to be his kryptonite. But, I think Jared Goff's going to struggle against the front line of Tampa Bay. They seem to put some good pressure on even on four-man rushes.
Yeah, I agree.
And he doesn't do well against pressure. Meanwhile, Tom Brady, been pretty consistent all season, just outstanding, with the exception they got behind in that one Saints game. So I think we're going to see that continue. 3 points seems a little too easy of a spread here. I think you got to take Tampa here.
We're going to take them.
NFC West is not as strong as it's made out to be. And we're going to keep playing that trend here. Should get another win. That's a pretty easy Tampa bet.
Yeah.
And our final one is going to be Tennessee as the 6.5 underdog versus Baltimore. I just think the QB difference is too big here. You got Tannehill versus Lamar. I love that Ravens defense, but what I've seen out of Lamar this season, I don't think he's going to hang with Tannehill in this game, especially as a 6.5 underdog, which is crazy to me.
You're saying the Titans are the underdog here. We're taking the Titans.
Titans are the underdog. I might even take Titans if they were 6.5 favorite, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so
that's crazy. Yeah. That's just crazy to me, this bet.
We've watched Lamar, and he has not performed well these past few weeks.
I made the mistake of betting on him last week, against Cam, but I tell you what, it was an ugly game. That was a monsoon out there, so I guess you got to give him some credit, but Lamar has not been throwing the ball well this year.
He has been struggling.
He's definitely been struggling. Teams are, sitting a free safety on him, eyeing him down for runs, so his running hasn't been very effective either. And, it's really limited his effectiveness this year. Kind of reminds me when Kaepernick broke into the league. He really had that great season.
That's right.
When he broke in midseason
against the Packers.
Playoff game. Killed him in the playoffs. He looked phenomenal. But then, as teams start to key in on your running lanes and starting to realize how to play, against your system, they watch a lot of film. You see your efficiency start to decline, and we're starting to see that with Lamar.
Yeah.
So 6.5 seems crazy to me that they're an underdog here.
We're going to take that.
Yeah, and obviously Derrick Henry. Nothing even needs to be said about that.
No.
That's an easy one there. But yeah, thanks to you guys for sticking with us.
Yeah. Did we have any games on the fence that we wanted to bet? We just couldn't bring ourselves.
We talked about Cincinnati.
The Cincinnati Redskins.
I love Burrow, but thank goodness we didn't bet that.
No recommendations on that one.
It's kind of a pick 'em this week. We
We
got Washington against them, so that's two bad teams playing. Burrow's the better quarterback there, but you never know because that Cincinnati offensive line and defense is so bad.
Right.
You just never know with that team.
You just don't know.
But yeah, so there's our Blazing Five. We're going to turn it around this week. But if we keep performing like we've been doing lately, we're going to retire this pod for you guys because we can't be misleading you guys at 3-5-2. That's inexcusable.
We hope to have a recovery this weekend.
Actually, you're about 500. You're 4-4-2.
Yeah, I'm one victory ahead of the podcast.
We're going to be bringing that heat for you guys. We're going to go 5-0, get on the winning track this week. If not, we'll have our retirement announcement.
Don't bet your life savings on our. Don't bet your life savings. Bet what you.
We will be announcing our retirement if we continue at our current pace because I can't be dropping $10K a week on these bets. I'm not quite a high roller like Sal over here with the jet stream.
Well, even that, just I parlay and bet for pure entertainment, and I do not use any of my.
We do donate all proceeds to charity as well.
Yes, that's correct.
But in this case, our losses will also be written to charity.
Our winnings are not accumulating at this level, so we need to have a big recovery this weekend.
And we're going to. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. We miss everybody. And thanks for the subscriptions. And,
you guys are awesome.
Thanks for your support.
All right. Take it easy.
Cal and Sal saying goodbye, everyone.